Yes, yes, y'all, and you don't quit. Here we are waiting to see what happens with Bitcoin. Are we going to get that big run? Are we going to get that big move? Are we going to get the thing that I think is getting ready to come? Now, if we look at it, just kind of take for granted that we're already sitting in. By the way, there's a massive dump happening as we speak right now. We're down about $20 billion in the course of, I want to say, the last minute. So looks like we're about to, you know what? Let me just pull it up. You guys can see it. Hope you guys are having a good evening. As you may have heard, my wallet got hacked, stuff like that. So um, good times. Anyway, so let's look at the chart. And as you're looking at it right now, live, you're looking at a massive dump happening right here. I don't know that that dump stays too long. I don't think that, I think this is the moment where we start to see that big move. So do we get to 50,000 tonight? Is that the move? Now, if you look at where we are, just take for a second here, take the sell-off portion of today away and out of the equation, and just kind of say, we're doing these things by leg up, and if we do another leg up on where we currently kind of reside here, where does that put us? Well, we do it right here. That gives us roughly 51,000. So starting to look like there could be a move to 51,000 in the overnight. What's up with Ben? He's in Washington, D.C. protesting, waiting for the Bitcoin, waiting for the Bitcoin thing to be approved so that he can start telling everybody that he was the reason for that to happen. So he'll be, I think he's going to be streaming live outside the SEC from now until then. So anyway, make sure you hit the like button on the way in. We're just doing this at random. So yeah. I don't know, man. Go look it up. That's you can go look it up and kind of figure it out for yourself. What's going on with the price? As we sit tonight, it's trading at 507,001, and it's up 0.63% on the day. I do predict that we're probably going to end up at 73 and then make a move to 77, but that's just the market going up from there. And I've got a little bit more time until the bears, so I gotta kill a little bit of time at this point. So yeah, we're looking at I think that we're looking at a $50,000 Bitcoin tonight. I want to say there's seems to be a lot of buy pressure as we get down here into this 46.5 range. If that is the case, then that means that the big sellers have decided that they are not going to sell right now. So, yeah, looks like we might be in for quite the run. It would be interesting, super interesting to see Bitcoin reach 50,000 tonight on just a big sort of correction, would be interesting to see it happen in the last little while. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Worked hard to try to come up with, by the way, it was very simple once I got the concept and once the idea. When we transition over, ta-da. And I think it looks pretty cool, looks pretty neat. I wasn't sold on pink and blue, but I mean, why not? I used to have that old pink and blue background for a long time anyway. 46,500 on Bitcoin. So, yeah, I mean, at one point today, we were up to 47,287. So it does feel like we're probably a few steps away from getting on a nice little run one more time. By the way, if we were to just kind of take for granted here that this is what happens over here, we got a nice little run. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4 or so, 4 or 5 hours of consolidation before the next big run. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at the 5th hour right now. So it's very possible that we get that next big move. If you come out here to this previous, this was that really big run. They kind of took us to the new heights, so to speak. We were just kind of consolidating, and then boom, it just, it started ripping. And that kind of move right there took us from, 5,000-6,000 more than where we were. So if that continues, then, we're looking at, and by the way, when you look at it right now, you can kind of say, well, it's just getting started. If this does break out the way that it looks like, then, and then it started right about here. So, it all adds up to about 51,000 right now for that next big play. So we're sitting at 46,600. And I'm hoping, by the way, for Zcash to have a nice little reversal. Keeps breaking down, catching below. Now I've got a DCA set up way down low at around $20.20. I missed it on this dip to $20.25, but I wanted to catch it down there at the very bottom. I wanted to get as good as I could towards that bottom because I wanted to maximize what my DCA was, because I think my DCA right now is about $21.80. And what I thought was, if I can get just the right amount of DCA at that point, then that would cut it down to, I want to say it's like $21.10, which would put me about in profit right now. And I think this about, it's not much. I want to say it's like $800. So, if it's gone, it's gone, but I think that Zcash probably has a reversal in it. Matter of fact, this goes back here. Every time it's reached this range right here over the last year or so, every time it's reached that range, it's had a significant and strong bounce back up into the 30s. So I was actually hoping that what we would see, because we saw the reversal here, and I think that this right here kind of represented a nice little reversal and an uptrend, saying that we were probably boom on our way, right? And then we got the announcement that Binance may not, they're monitoring this one and Monero and a couple of other privacy cash-based tokens, and that they might end up getting delisted. So that's kind of weighing down right now on Zcash. So it may fail. It may end up retesting some lows and not getting a reversal. Now, it does keep looking like, if you look at, and I'm looking at a daily time frame right now, you like to see these wicks, and you like to see that this push down has kind of stopped. That generally refers to a reversal in momentum. Problem is, we haven't seen this really kick back up because we've had 8 straight days of red candles. You have 8 straight days of red candles, and you probably having a little bit of a problem there. And so looking to see a significant reversal, but it's not holding up very well. As you can see right here, the rest of this market is 1 or 2% down, with most of the meme-ish sort of tokens going down to about 2.5%, and Zcash still down 2.5%. So having just not really getting any momentum at all. Now, if I don't know what the impetus is that's going to cause a flip on Zcash at all, but if you guys remember, as I pull up ZEC over here, as I pull this over here, most of these guys are talking about some are talking about certain. I can't believe it's near its all-time low. How on earth did Zuku allow this to happen after all this time? Blah blah blah. Right? People complaining, but the RSI right here. This is the 5 pairings with the lowest RSI. So what we're looking at right here is Zcash XMR, Power, Band, and TRB are the worst performing RSIs right now. If you look at the RSI is at $30.15. And by the way, when we do that, we're talking about the daily RSI. And let's see, this guy might not even be talking about that one. He's talking about the weekly 50. All right, so this guy's talking about the weekly 50 RSI, which is a little weird, but okay. I mean, you do you. So coming in around 31.59. So what he's saying is that RSI is at 30. Oh, I'm sorry. He said it's a 4 hour. So let's go look at that 4 hour RSI and see where it's sitting. It's sitting at 29.05. So that's not right. That's 28 minutes ago. Might be something else. Might be somewhere else that this guy's looking at, but close enough. So he's looking at the 200 though. 29.37 is the one that I have over here, and 2086 on that. So, it's possible. Oh, this guy did this a little while ago. That's what it is. So it's very possible that we see a nice little reversal on Zcash. You know what I mean? Like that's a $9 variance. So when you see something like that, that usually means that you're going to get a power move towards the upside. Now, of course, this problem with this problem that we're having with Zcash maybe getting delisted on Binance, that might cause more FUD and more problems here. But you can see right here, Zcash on the 4 hour RSI 29.45, 24 is at 23.51. The 1 week is at $40.21. Like this is a significantly capable pump right here to happen. And along with that one, you had XMR at 36, trading at 147, maybe 14.7. Oh, god damn it! It's the RSI levels. I'm sorry, dude. I must be losing my goddamn mind. Anyway, XMR trading at $147, 4339 on Power. Band is at $1.73. 0.9 and TRB is at 123.37. But again, if you're down here in this range, and as you can see, guys, by the way, here's Band over here, here's ZEC, here's XMR, here's Power. Power already making a move. It looks like TRB still coming down. XMR, all of these could be, still players. Now, if I come over here and I look at this is the 1 day, 24 hour RSI, and if you look at the 24 hour RSI, look how low Zcash is. Everything else that runs into this range right here gets an immediate and big move to the upside. Well, we haven't seen that immediate and big move to the upside yet on Zcash. As a matter of fact, let's take a shot here. By the way, I was partnered with Bitunix, and they kind of the guy that was there kind of ghosted me. So I just took the money and kind of ran, and I'm moving it all over into MEXC, and we'll just start trading over here and kind of not bother with the other that other place for now. If they reach back out to me and they're like, hey, we want to pop back in, we want to do something here, then obviously we'll certainly do it. But we're gonna edit this right here, and we're gonna confirm, and we're gonna set a buy order at 20.95, and I've got some I got a little more skin in this. We're gonna do this buy order down here on the low, see if we can get that filled at $20.95, and then I'm gonna set a descending. I'm gonna set another buy down here at the bottom again, and we'll see if that one comes to pass as well. So you know what? Now it's taken off. So let's just, we'll go ahead and set that back down as a low. This one's got me indecisive, guys. I'm just kind of looking at the movement, just kind of looking at the movement right now, thinking like, let's see. You know what? Let's let it ride. Let's do it here. Let's just see if we can get to $20.95, and let's see if we can get a buy in here. And boom. Okay, so we got the buy. All right, now let's pop this up over here, and you can see right here we just picked up another one. So now we got a position here. We're down 300 bucks on it, but our DCA entry is $21.89. That's what it is. So if we get a good run here, then let's go. All right. So, but I feel like Zcash has an opportunity to make a run. This is one of those privacy things that most people love when it comes down to cryptos. So maybe, just maybe, we'll get a nice little push. So we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, we got Edward Daniel asking up what's up with Ben coin price. Like, I wish I could. I wish I could tell you that there's something crazy going on, but until I get a list. By the way, I do have a list from Mexi. I just can't release a list. Well, she didn't give me the list, but she told me that she had the list written down, ready to go, and now it's just a matter of the team approving it, and then they'll share it with me, and then boom, we're off and ready to go. And of course, it came down to $20.76 as soon as I said this. So if we get liquidated, that's going to suck. But you know what? It happens. So, but no guts, no glory, right? So anyway, we'll see what happens over here. But in the meantime, shoulder shrugs, Care Bear hugs, 40 viewers, LOL. Oh, this is one of those guys. This is one of those, that doesn't like me because I don't know, I'm better than him and he knows it. I guess I want to say. And dime a dozen. These hoes ain't loyal. So anyway, Bencoin price, this new setup is screen. We already talked about that. Diamond nuts. Asia always does it. Sucks about your hack. You know what? It sucks. It does. But you live and you learn when it comes to these hack sort of things. As a matter of fact, I did have somebody who reached out to me to talk to me about the hack and tell me a little bit about what he thought it was, what could be going on. We were looking at it and we were trying to analyze it and trying to figure it out. And I don't think either one of us are right. Because once I got done kind of scrubbing and doing some investigating, it looks like it may have, I think somebody just got like a password and was just able to log in and steal some of my data. And then they were able to use that to unlock and I got a seed phrase stored on something, and they must have found it. So lesson learned. I got rid of the rest of that, and now all my seed phrases are over here on. They're written down and stored. So nobody's going to be able to get to that anymore. And two-factor authentication is on for everything except MetaMask because they don't have it. But so we'll see. We'll figure out what happens over the next little while. But anyway, so Bitcoin starting to pump again, 46,750. That $20 billion dip seems to be getting eaten up. There's a lot of pressure going on. And look, by the way, guys, we could see some downward pressure. We could see some downward momentum in the overnight. If we look at the liquidation heat map, then let's see what our eyes tell us. And they tell us that, maybe we get down here to 44,572. I don't think so. I think that's a little far away. I think that the likely move is going to be to the upside. We look at the 24-hour chart. Again, just too far. It feels like too far down here without just a massive dip. When we come to the week and we start to get to some of these older ones, then we start to see, I think that a lot of people, you look at this right now and it looks like everybody cashed out their shorts. They took their stop losses and they got out of the way early. It looks like, that's a sign that the market says we are going to rip. Now, what we're looking for, by the way, when we're doing this up and down this sort of line here, is we're looking for shorts to get wrecked along the way on our way up here, right? And we've still got billions and billions of dollars sitting out here in some of these ranges. I think we just saw one for like 2 billion or 2.4 billion. I feel like I saw it in here somewhere. 378, 161, 236, 178. So there's millions and millions of dollars that are still kind of sitting out there. But short term, maybe we got this move back down to 44,600 or 44,004. Yeah, 44,678. Or it just continues to move on. This thing is ready to explode. So now let's go back over to Bitcoin, and we got the consolidation happening right now. We're at the hour candles right here. This is one of those moments where it looks like, if we eat this candle right here, if we eat this candle, that's going to look really good. We only got 2 minutes left on it, so it would have to be something where we would just kind of start to rip. Otherwise, this is the first half hour of the Asian markets, the first hour really of the Asian market. Now it's might be go time. It might be that time where these markets are looking at it. And they're saying that the Bitcoin ETF is going to be improved. By the way, there was a guy by the Arnold. I find myself going back to Eleanor right now quite a bit for my news, and she had, I want to say, just a few minutes ago, there was a gentleman out here that was getting copied out on people. It's James, maybe it's James Seyfert. Eric Balkunis. Here we go. Reg Brown right here. So we just had Reg Brown on the show say that he thought initially the Bitcoin ETF would trade up to an 8% premium, which is absolutely out of control. So basically what we're talking about is that the margin between what we're going to trade at, which let's call it 50,000, we're going to end up with that being about 8% higher, or 54,000. That would be a big number if the ETFs are trading about $4,000 higher. So it's possible, it's absolutely possible that Jesus Christ. And guys, listen, Elon Musk is losing his mind at this point. In the USA, you don't need government issued ID to vote, and you can mail in your ballot. This is insane. I don't even okay, Jesus fucking Christ. I know this guy is weird and is getting weirder by the day. It's bonkers to me that, and look, if you got caught in the I gotta have some whatever, then sure. I mean, you know what I mean? If you got caught up in it, you got caught up in it. Mark Cuban is a racist. That's what we said. It's a for-profit school. You don't actually read anything, do you? You have to read the website. I'll search on some words. If it's a for-profit school, if they want primarily white men from Alabama, it's their choice. It's a for-profit school. If they want primarily purple people eaters from Mars, it's their choice. Elon Musk. Oh, yeah, I have no idea. Listen, I guess what we should say is, guys, I implore you, get your money off of X, because just like Binance, the ship is going down. We, for a long time, we had a good run. Look, we had a good run. X gonna give it to you. We had a good run, but listen, if this radical psycho agenda worked, then Truth Social would be thriving, right? It's not about having a place for freedom of speech, not for the people that he's talking to. Right now, it's a place where you can go beat up on ideologies that you disagree with. That's what we're in right now. So you guys might want to. Oh, by the way, just all I'm going to say is this: do you remember a couple months ago when all those people were sharing those thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollar checks? And now They're cashing checks that allow them to buy dinner for themselves and maybe a half a child. Keep going, Elon. You're killing it. That's it's wild. It's wild. It's absolutely out of control. And look, here's the thing. If he wants to ruin it, he can ruin it. It's his. He owns it now. He privatized it. He put up $40 billion of other people's money in order to destroy it under the premise of freedom. You know, freedom. Freedom of speech. 46,740. So still kind of waiting for that breakout move. Still haven't gotten the breakout move, but it's ooh. Armand Clark says, I don't even have Twitter, but let me tell you, it's way better now. So there is a way that as long as you have, look, what we don't want debate. We don't want people to listen. We want an echo chamber. We want an echo chamber of people who confirm what I already think. Now, because crypto is what it is, it's easy to find other people that believe in crypto because crypto was founded on the fundamental principles that the government is trying to take your stuff and you need a bunker and a flak jacket. And look, Crypto Keeper, you know what I'm talking about. You need to be like Crypto Keeper. You need to have yourself a bunker. You need to have yourself a plan. You need to be ready to go underground. You know, that's the fundamental principles on which cryptocurrency was basically founded. So it's not untoward to say that that's the people that are going to be attracted to this bastion, if you will, which is why cryptocurrency is pretty popular. Now, is that an insane ideology? Well, when you look at normal times, you would be able to say maybe, maybe you could say that those people are crazy. But look, those people are prepared. They're prepared for any eventuality of something crazy happening. And this right here, it is of greatness now. I can have Hillary Clinton is of lizard and not have banned to me. Yeah. So what Maddie is saying is that now he can talk about Hillary Clinton and say that she's a lizard, which, and guys, I like one of the, you wouldn't have that Hillary Clinton is a lizard person, or you wouldn't have any of these crazy conspiracies if you were actually being silenced. You see, that's the disconnect that we have when we're talking about stuff like this. Like I was joking the other day that I was getting added to the list. You know, Hillary put me on her list. And is that list real? Of course it's not real. Are there real people on the list? Yeah, there really are. But you know, you've always had the same freedoms that you've had before. Nothing has been taken away from you. Like that's the veriest of insanity to think so. And really, basically, here's what here's what Democrat and Republicans are right now. Alabama is one, Auburn is the other. They're both a loud group of rednecks that don't know shit, but they think their team is the best team. And in the event that they win or lose, the referees always cheated. Now, if you apply that principle to everything that's going on in the world, look around. Just look around. It's one team versus a rival team, and the refs are always cheating. Now, in this case, sometimes the refs do cheat, by the way. So, you know, but in the NFL, the refs sometimes cheat. I mean, especially when you're, you know, Green Bay. Refs cheat every play for Green Bay. They don't call hits to the head on Justin Fields, even when he's sliding. And, you know, criminal it is. But anyway, I digress. Oh, God damn it, man. Get that Cowboy stuff out of here, man. You know what? Actually, Cowboys could be good this year. They really could be. I'm just kidding. It's the Cowboys. dude, I'm gonna be playing that Stephen A. Smith laugh for the rest of my life. That's some of the funniest stuff ever. And really, I would like to see the Cowboys win another one. I think that's good for. I think that's good for football to see the Cowboys win one. I think that seeing the Cowboys become the insufferable bad guys would probably be pretty cool. That would actually be pretty cool to see. It's good to have a bad guy. You had Tom Brady. Tom Brady's gone, so it'd be good to have another bad guy one more time. So hopefully we could see something like that. Now, Bitcoin 46,745. Still not getting that rip that we're looking for. So, I mean, who knows whether it's going to be coming or not. I do think that it is. And I think when you look around, you're going to see like everything else is down, down, down. Not by much, by the way. Not by gigantic amounts. It's just, it's that feeling right now where we're getting ready for that next leg up, that profit taking. And Jonathan Nelson says, bang, bang. That sounds to me like fighting words if my name was Mick Foley. By the way, if you're a wrestling fan, can we talk about like wrestling is just absolutely out of its mind crazy? And we got 10 memberships being gifted by Sativa Cyborg Fry. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Become a member of the channel. And don't forget, once you become a member of the channel, to stay a member of the channel. We're up to 150 members on this channel, and 150 members means nothing, but 1,000 means that beliefs can eat. You know what I mean? So, and want to thank Leister, who gave away 50 the other day. So that was really nice of him too. So Sativa Cyborg Fry stepping in. Thank you, man. I appreciate that so much. And I think too, biggest rip to come. And by the way, we have to acknowledge this. Matty B is the biggest bear in the history of bear markets, and spent a long time telling us that it's coming down, it's coming down, it's coming down. Contrary to what I was telling you, which was it's going to keep going up, it's going to keep going up, it's going to keep going up. Like one of us has to be right? And in this situation, I got to be right on this move for, I mean, I want to say near a year. I've been lucky enough to be right about this for an entire year of cryptocurrency, and it's wild. It's wild that the market is doing what it's doing, and I don't think that we're done. I have no sound on the X cross stream. Uh-oh. Hey, appreciate that. Yeah, man, dude, I'm just doing my best to try to make sure that you guys know exactly what you need to know. And we're not always going to get it right. We're going to have meme coins. By the way, one of the things that I that I came across tonight while I was having that discussion was, now that, I mean, basically, I don't have any meme coins. I've got a few that were not like sold off that I'm just going to sit in and kind of hold in a wallet. I'm gonna have to move them out of the current wallet. But at the end of that, I think that perhaps we may spend a lot more time going to I don't know. Let's call it more Bitcoin, more Ethereum, more alts. You know what I mean? Shoulder shrugs, cares, bears, hugs. I assume that he's trans. I can only assume because he uses his shoulder to hug. But he says 13 people watching. There are more people at Tacoma Public Library playing chess. Guys, if you haven't already, please go check out the Tacoma Public Library, where this little fatty likes to go and play chess and watch the dudes play chess and move the pieces around with their John Thomas. I have no sound on the cross stream. You were playing in my daughter's room through Bluetooth. Even your daughter's a fan. There you go. You and her and 11 other people, according to Fatty McFatterton here. So thank you so much for taking the time. I appreciate that. Jonathan Nelson, what is going on, my man? So anyway, $46,775 right now on Bitcoin. Looks like we're starting to eat up some of that dip that was coming through, and maybe, just maybe, we're going to start to have a little move. But if you let's just kind of take some of this stuff back out here and then pop up the high IQ indicator, and it's telling you it is time to make sure that you bought. Now it gave the buy signal. When it gave the buy signal, it asked you for an entry position at 44,913 today on the 1 hour. And since then, it has been ripping and roaring. So, yeah. What do y'all think? You think this guy got beat up by Antifa? He's like standing in Seattle, like, you can't knock me down. You can't knock me down, you silly boys. You can't stop me. I love freedom, and I'm going to show you my rifle. And they like spit on him and kicked him and like slapped him in the head a couple times. And we're like, oh man, are you okay? And he was like, I love Merca, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know when he talks. I just assume that he talks that way. Maybe, just maybe, or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe he is. But by the way, did you guys see? Did you guys? Did you guys? Okay, so I'm going to be coming out with this very soon anyway. But did you know that the case was dropped? By the way, for that whole Ben Armstrong and the Civil War veteran. There's like a Civil War reenactor that works at Hit Networks. You guys know who the fuck I'm talking about. But we get this guy who's like a Civil War reenactor that works at Hit Network. And he's like, Ben tried to fuck me. Or whatever he said. I don't know exactly what it was. Allegedly, right? Well, that case got dropped. And the police said, well, why would you wait until now in order to file it? Like, are you in how many chromosomes do you have? And he's like, first of all, I'm a Civil War veteran, is my character, and or something. I don't know exactly what he says, but yeah. So the Civil War veteran reenactor is the charges were like unfounded or something like that. So, but we got a video coming to explain that pretty soon. Like, that's wild, isn't it? It's wild, right? I mean, it's wild. And here he is crying. Like, he's crying. He's like, Ben, pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. I want you to want me. I want you to want me. Let's go see. Civil War reenactor. Okay. So I type in Civil War reenactor on X, and here we go. And, oh yeah, because, I'm a cowboy with my guns. Guns are good. Guns are good. Also, here's me in repose, right? Okay. This is me with my friend. We're on the mountain. That's Brokeback over there. You know what I mean? It's me riding off into the sunset, on my horse, because I'm a Civil War reenactor. Here's me sharing Ben Armstrong, because I want him. I think he's handsome. Slurp, slurp, slurp. Like, dude, isn't this called dick riding? Isn't it? I mean, maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Oh, and this donkey, I'm closing out a long from 43K. Dude, we're all closing out longs from 43K, right? I mean, we're all doing that, right? Oh my God. Anyway, yeah, so this Civil War reenactor, he's like, and guys, here's the thing. They were like, why would you wait until all this time? And he was like, I don't know, Daddy. Because he turned me on a little. I think maybe, I don't know. Just guessing. Just guessing. We're having fun. Allegedly, right? We're allegedly having fun. Allegedly talking about the guy that we're definitely sharing the pictures of on the internet. You know what I mean? So it's a little wild. So it's wild. It is wild. So anyway, yeah. And those guys, are like, touch my shoulders, Civil War guy, touch them for me. You know what I mean? All right, so then we got this one. Hey, Believes, how do you feel about Volt at this point? Looks like it's primed for a big move. Well, I don't know, man, because I don't have any Volt anymore. I got robbed. It all got taken. And I mean, I reached out to Voltoshi and I said, hey, man, is there any chance you could block or blacklist the Volted Dragon Sailors Club that got stolen from me? And he was like, nope, there was nothing that he could do. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any Volt anymore. So I don't know what to do at that point. And I said, hey, man, we could be talking about Volt a little bit more. And he was like, now is not the time. But, I think it'll come back around. I think at some point, maybe he and I will talk and have a conversation. But for right now, I don't have any Volt. So I think I'm going to remain as voltish as ever on Volt. But I got my shit stolen from me. And, you know what I mean? Like, look, when you get robbed, when I get robbed, by the way, I don't work anymore. So it's not like I can just go, you know what I mean? It's not much I can do. So the answer to the question, how much did I have is I don't know. Hold on. Actually, you know what? Because there's no tax on it, right? So I could tell you. Ether scan. All right, so it was sold right here for that's not it. Okay, so that's not. It'll take me a second here, but I'll figure it out. Oh wait, token transfers. I had 7.4 billion tokens. That was my Volt. 7.371 billion Volt tokens is how much I had. So that's what got taken. 2,600 in Tether, 800 million Ben tokens, and then all of these other assorted tokens as well, plus my NFTs. And my NFTs, the bad part was, and Scott Herman couldn't help me, by the way. I reached out to Scott and I was like, hey, man, can you ban or blacklist those wallets that or blacklist the NFTs or something like that? And they were like, nope. I couldn't do anything with it. Actually, because whoever it was had just posted them online and they were immediately bought up and resold. So there was nothing anybody could do, So here I sit. I've got some Advantis AI that I'm sitting on, and I've got a full bag of Avic tokens. Then that's about it. That's about it right now. On centralized exchanges, I have some longs and shorts and futures positions that I've taken, and I've got some MX for MEXC that I hold on to for, and I don't have enough because I need I think I need 2,000 in order to get a better rate. But I don't have 2,000. So, matter of fact, I think I have like 200. So, and I've got Cardano and Crow in wallets that I'm sitting on. So, they're all sitting. I mean, there are some, like I'm not completely without, but Volt, Ben, everything, got absolutely swiped, stolen. And somebody asked, how did it happen? So, I don't think that it's somebody that I know, because I don't have anybody that I would reveal information to, that I would give access to my accounts. I wouldn't, there's no mechanism by which I would give them the information. Somebody hacked me. And by the way, when I say hacked, it's crypto related for sure, because that's what they took. And what they did is they got into personal stuff on the computer to get details. And I had a couple of seed phrases saved in like Google Keep or Google Notes or something like that. And that's what they got. And I have other wallets that don't have that are not there, and those are untouched. So it was definitely somebody who knew exactly what they were trying to do. So then I got this email. I'll show you guys what I got. It was in the middle of the night, and I thought like it could be a scam, right? But it's an unusual activity notification. Well, I got that unusual activity notification, and I changed my password immediately. But by the time I changed my password, they had already been signed in for like a half hour, and that was enough time for them to find what they needed. So then I changed my password, and then that was it. And that was, I was all done. And dun, dun, dun. So now we'll. So, and it's not somebody that I don't want to say that it's somebody that I know or would have reason to know, because I don't feel comfortable like blaming, you know what I mean? Or creating any kind of conspiracy for people. Like, it's just not me, like I like playing around and joking about stuff like that, but I don't like it for real, for real. That's kind of like lame. So, now what I can say though is since my Ben tokens got stolen, Ben's gone down. So it might be because I'm not holding on. So that could be the case. So anyway, but yeah, and I don't know for sure. I'm gonna look right now. What I was thinking about doing, by the way, is I know it sounds silly, and I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be that guy. So probably not. But I thought, how cool would it be if I just said, "Hey, if you want to send me tokens, I'll talk about your project or something like that." But I don't know. Like I don't know, because if at some point I have to sell the bag or something like that, then I don't want to sell on people. So yeah, I don't think so. Anyway, but to make sure here, we are live right now. Do 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 do. And then right here, and here, and here, and here. And now, if I come in here, my wallets are all down below. So if you are interested in making a contribution to help me rebuild, then you can send to, there are crypto wallets down below, the ERC-20. That's obviously for the ERC wallets. But yeah, it's in the, it's all down there. So if you want to send me some Volt, if you want to send me some Ben, if you want to send me something, then by all means. I want to keep talking about them, but it's a good opportunity to create. Let's figure out what the next step is. Yeah, there's a Solana wallet down there too, and there is it's CUNL or CNUL, because that would be long backwards. Yeah, I don't see it there. Yeah. Nope, not there. Anyway, but anyway, so that's about it. Spears House, to buy Ben V2, you just need to go to Uniswap and use this contract address, which I am posting inside the chat right now. So copy and paste that address, and that would be how you buy Ben tokens. And then you'll be a holder too. And guys, by the way, look, again, a lot of people don't like Ben Armstrong. A lot of people do like Ben Armstrong. But what you should at least recognize is this. In the attention-based economy, Ben is all about attention. And if he's all about attention, don't you think that that's going to pay off for you at some point? Don't you think that the fact that you've got his attention in the attention economy, don't you think that that kind of represents a situation in which at some point he's gonna do it? He's gonna um, have 40,000 people watching again. I mean, he's standing outside. Look, Ben Armstrong is standing out. Ben Armstrong is standing outside of the SEC right now, telling them, I won't leave until the Bitcoin ETF is approved. What do you think that's worth in entertainment and education fun later on? I mean, what do you think that's really worth? That's, you know what I mean? That would be crazy. That would be absolutely bonkers. And Luna Classic Maxi actually has a really good idea. And in fact, I was working on something like that. I was actually trying to come up with, a new hook about, what to do going forward, not for the channel overall, but like in nightly videos, because as it is right now, I do the morning stream. I stopped doing the evening stream. I do the morning stream. Then I do a couple of videos for the course of the day, but I needed something for the evening. And what I was looking at was maybe doing some live streaming for Chicago Bears or the Chicago White Sox or something like that. And then I thought, maybe just kind of get, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, send me at Believes Crypto the guide on how to get into that. And yeah, we'll kind of pop it up and we'll start sharing it with a bunch of people. And let's see if we can. I know that there are I know that there are tons of airdrops out there right now that are just an opportunity for whatever. What do you think of Swift Coin? 8 million market cap on Coinbase. If Swift is the same Swift from like 2 years ago that was like a running base token, then I think that would be, if it's the exercise token, I think that exercise tokens are going to be a pretty big deal coming forward in the next bull run. And if it is, I think it's the one where the more you run, the more you earn. But here's the thing. The problem with all of those move to earns, if that is a move to earn, the problem with all those move to earns is, how do you generate revenue? Where's the money come from to continue to pay you? Like, it's nice if I can win tokens and if I can get tokens, but how do the tokens increase in value? Just running? Because there's no money in just running. Like, you have to create value in what you do. Like, I want to get rewarded for playing video games. Like, that sounds cool to me. I want to get rewarded. Swiftcoin is a cross-chain wallet. Well, let's see. I take back everything I said about cross-chain, by the way. Okay, so right off the top, I would feel great about this thing because it's got an 8 million market cap, but it's got a volume of 3.3 million. If it maintains something like that, then at some point the volume matches the market cap, or at least gets relatively close. So I would think that I would venture to say that this is probably going to be something pretty cool. You know what? They may even have reached out to me. Now that I think about this, hold on. They might have reached out to me, and I was like, I don't want to do that. I may have even deleted it. Yeah, if they did, I deleted it. But I remember Swiftcoin at some point. Like, I know it for some reason. One-stop cross-chain. I mean, here's the thing. Aren't they all cross-chain at this point? Like, what does this offer that makes it easier? How do I do USD to Ethereum? And you know what? I need to save this, and I need to figure it out for myself. I'll let you know what I think about it very soon. I'm going to save that, and then we'll talk about it when I have a little information about it. So yeah, that's probably going to be better. I don't know, like, how does it make everything? Because, you know, like if I use say a Coinbase wallet right now, like I can do all I do is just plug into Solana, just plug into BNB, just, you know what I mean? Like Coinbase Wallet's already doing that. I want to see how this improves upon it before I say anything about it. So I'll let you know tomorrow or the day after. I got time. I got time. So believes token on Hashpack. You know, I've already got a MUSK token, and I got to make something happen with that. So maybe we'll see what happens. Here are the injective airdrops: Helix, Black Panther, and Tails. And it looks like Awesome Austin was going to bet the house on Washington. Like, what? Oh my God. Who would do? I mean, I guess he would. That's wild. Anyway, best wishes from Vietnam. Thank you so much for tuning in, man. By the way, I was just watching Rambo. Earlier tonight. First Blood Part 3, where Rambo is in Vietnam. Actually, I think he's Afghanistan in this one, trying to oh God, what was he doing? Trying to rescue his captain, who had been taken by, I want to say, Russians. The Russians in Afghanistan or something like that. And we're going to save this, by the way. So paint. All right, there we go. All right. I am off now, guys. I'm going to go watch the end of this game and see Michigan win their first national title in Jim Harbaugh's last year, because it looks like he's coming to the Bears. By the way, Black Monday, they did not fire anybody at Chicago. So they are waiting for this game tonight to be over. That's what I would think. So anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. I know this was impromptu. This is not something that I was just planning on doing, but you know what? Let's do it. It's not financial advice. My name is Believes I'm Always Right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you again for breakfast in the morning. I'm looking for the good life, good life.